Yeah, I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So we'll continue with the character functions. I think last class I've taken 4. Now, today I take the number 5. One is called is alpha. Okay. The name of the function is alpha. The sixth one is called is upper. And seventh one is called is digit. Eighth one is called is alphanumeric basically. So is ALNUM. Okay, that is what short form. Then is space. So to make use of all these functions, we must include a file called hash include ctype.h. Character type actually. The C type stands for character type.h. I will explain one by one, but I think last class I have given total 4, and these are the remaining functions by using the characters only. They will applicable only for the character inputs or character data types. So let me take one by one. Is alpha to verify that the given input is belongs to an alphabet or not. Is upper to verify that the given alphabet belongs to an uppercase letter or lowercase letter. Is digit indicates between 0 to 9 for a given character input. Is alphanumeric, it could be either alphabet or it could be a numerical value. Is space only to verify whether it is a space or not. So these are the different functionality of this particular thing. So we'll take one by one example. So some examples. First one is alpha. The sixth one, I think, fifth one is alpha. The topic. This is the function called basically. So some of the examples I'm trying to give is alpha. Directly I'm writing within the input as within a single quotes capital A. So generally the output will be logical output. Logical output means, what do you mean by logical output?
True or false?
Very good. So what do you feel? Is alpha, if I'm passing the input as capital A within the single quotes, what will be the output?
True.
Very good.
True.
So whenever you wanted to verify the given character belongs to an alphabet or not, so this is the function generally we use. So I give some more data type, some more inputs. What is the output? Respond. I gave only the function call. You try to respond. What is the output? What I'm going to get here?
Sir.
True.
Very good. Again, I'm trying to call. Yes.
False.
Yeah, because it's a number. Means it could be a character only, but it is a digit form. Okay. Then what?
False.
Because it doesn't belong to an alphabet. The last one is alpha. What do you get? Respond.
True, I guess.
False.
The error. Why error? The input data type must be it is following a function prototype, no function declaration. In all the previous examples, what is the input I have passed? Is it not characters? But coming to the fifth one, do you think it is a character or a string?
String.
So string does not belong to a character data type, so that is the reason it will give an error. Because in the predefined function is alpha is defined such a way that input must be a character, whereas array of characters is not acceptable. Okay, is it clear?
Okay, sir.
So let
Yes,
me
sir.
write the function. Okay, something wrong, just wait. What happened? Okay, it returns true if character is alphabet. and false otherwise. Parameters must be character but not string. Must be character but not string, as per the above example. Is it clear? It returns true if character is alphabet and false other character but not the string. Is it clear to all of you? Any
Yes,
doubts in
sir.
this? Okay, fine. Let me go to the next one, which is fifth and sixth one now, which is upper. So examples is all are small letters. Try to remember that. What is the output? Respond. True or false?
True, sir.
Because it is a capital alphabet, right?
False.
False, sir.
Then is upper.
False, sir.
False.
Because it is not an alphabet, first of all. Then is upper.
False.
False. Only for alphabets only it can verify is it upper or lower. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So it returns true if character is uppercase alphabet and false otherwise. Is it okay? Is it clear? I forgot to mention is lower is also there. Okay, I'm just continuing in the list. I may not be added. There is a function called is lower is also there. Okay, so some of the examples. Let me have a declaration CH is equal to G is lower CH. No, I'm instead of writing directly inside the function, I'm trying to declare a data type CH, which is a character data type, and I'm passing input as a CH. What will be the output?
True.
True, because G belongs to a lower data type, so it is acceptable. So try to add in the list. It returns true if character is lower case alphabet and false otherwise. Now I have a question to all of you. When is upper is there, why should we use is lower? Anything is upper false can be considered is lower?
No, sir. There can be other characters.
Yeah, very good. So that is the reason is lower is separately defined, is upper is separately defined. Okay? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
One more question. Is any one of you have experienced that whatever character you type from the keyboard, some of the accounts, right, whether it is a user ID or a password, user ID, generally password we cannot see, but user ID, even though you type is it a lower or upper, always you can see uppercase is going to be printed. Have you seen that kind of situation anywhere? Yes. Because you might have filled your MSET application or some other online applications where if you wanted to type your name, even though in the keyboard you type lowercase, but in the printing should be in uppercase only. Remembered or not?
Yes, sir.
I have experienced in so many forms, right? If you keep on apply some of the applications in the online, maybe some names they will ask, right? Even though caps lock is not on, you type your name, ultimately there it will be printed with a uppercase only. Yes or no?
Yes.
I think bus pass, some of you might have online bus pass, right? If you try to apply, because I have done it for no others, so I know even though I type something, it will always take a upper only. So it means there is some logic is happening. If user is typing a lower case, it will convert into uppercase. If user is typing uppercase, it will print as it is. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So I think these are the places where generally these functions are useful. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Then which one it is? Seventh one, huh? Yeah, eighth one. Eighth one is digit. So coming to the examples, is digit. What is the output?
True.
Then same thing. Tell me.
Error, sir.
Why error?
Single quote, sir.
Yeah, so input we are giving an integer, right? Which is not acceptable. Input must be a character. So that is the reason it will giving an error. Very good. Then what is the output?
Error, sir.
Still it is a string, so which is not acceptable.
False, sir.
True or?
False.
It is an alphabet, it is not a digit, right? Then next.
False, sir.
Good. And last example.
False.
I hope everybody is following.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So let me write, it returns true if character is 0 to 9. Okay, it is not O, it is 0, okay? 0 to 9, and false otherwise. Parameters must be same thing for the first one, character but not integer or a string. Must be character but not integer or string. Already string is given, but anyhow I can write integer and string, or okay, string already I given, so I'm only just mentioning integer here. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So can anybody tell where do we use this kind of functions in your day-to-day applications? I think everybody experienced, but only thing is you are not aware of where it is used. Tell me. I'm sure everybody might have experienced or using this particular function without your knowledge. So meanwhile, right, you try to think over where do we use this particular is digit function.
When we are signing up to some account, we have to give our mobile number.
Mobile
There
number,
we
all
use.
numbers only, no?
Yes, sir. Each digit we have to verify whether.
No, that
We
will
give a
simply throw an error that it is not a valid number, correct or not? That is one aspect. That is I understand. Anything else? Nowadays, most of the passwords there is a constraint, right? There is a restriction. Can anybody tell what is the restriction on the passwords?
There should be one alphanumeric one and one number, one capital case.
Yeah, alphanumeric I should not say. It is a combination of alphabet, numbers, and characters.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? So in that case, don't you think is alphabet is used for checking the capital? One of the must be capital letter also. Do you remember or not? In most of the passwords, one letter must be capital letter. It has to be number. It has to be special character. Something like that. There is a combination minimum of 8 characters. Something like that. It will be there. So I'm using is upper. I'm using is alpha numeric. Also, if anything is not among this, it is a character. Yes or no? Anything other than alphanumeric belongs to a special character. Yes or no? Respond.
Yes, sir.
Can I categorize a dollar symbol is for, what is that? Not of is alphanumeric? I'll tell you actually. If I'm telling orally, you may not understand. What is the output?
True.
True.
Very good.
True.
True. True.
True.
Then tell me, you are very fast in the first three cases. You are thinking. So that's what I'm telling. Any special character, false of is alphanumeric is a special character. Can you consider that way? Can I consider that way or not? Other than alphabets and digits, any number is a special character. Agreed or not? It could be
Yes, sir.
plus, minus, or it could be dollar, it could be star, it could be anything. What you see on the keyboard, all the other numbers, other than the alphabets and digits, is it not a character? There is no special function like is a special character or not. So false of is alphanumeric can be considered as a special character or not? Yes or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is how you should understand. It returns true if character is alphabet or numeric. Character is alphabet or digit, I should say, instead of numeric, and false otherwise. Is alphabet plus is digit. What do you mean by it? Is alphabet is alpha actually. There is a is alpha is there. Is alpha did I mention? That is there in the first one only, right? Is alpha plus is digit is equal to what is this? Can I write I is all numeric? Yes or no? So either you use both or use single one. So anything is okay. Now I'm trying to tell you the character. Okay, char ch is equal to special character dollar symbol, not of is alnum ch. What is the output?
True, sir.
Very good. If at all you are intended to verify, is it a special character or not, you can follow this way. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So use not of is alphanumeric variable to test per special character. It returns true for special character, even though we don't have a specific function, and false otherwise. Is it clear? Is it clear to all of you? Now the last one is space. Can you tell where do we use is space applications or function requirements? Again, you should think over, because you will spend a lot of time in your internet. Where do you find the usage of this? Just respond. What are the outputs for all these three different examples? Respond.
After being saved within 2 words,
Yeah, there is a space, or you don't write space, assuming it is a space. Okay, I'm just keeping a space between the two single quotes. Then what is that? Respond.
True.
Get the space. What about this?
True, sir.
True, sir.
Next.
True.
True, sir.
Next.
False.
False.
Next.
False.
False.
Next.
False.
False.
Last one. It's a dot basically between the two single quotes.
False.
Okay, it's a false. Okay, so whether it is a space, backslash n or a backslash t, the e space is going to give a true condition and false for other characters. Is it okay? Don't think only space must be given. It returns true for space, comma, which is represented by a single quotes like this. Just a minute, I'm getting a call. I'll be back in a minute. Yeah, is it okay? I'm audible? Respond.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So it returns true for the space which I am representing within the bracket within double quotes, or backslash n or backslash t, and false for any other character. Okay, other than these three, anything you give, it will give you the false only. Is it okay? Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Now, I just wanted to, I wanted to write a program, example again. Write a program to take input a string of lowercase and display the string in uppercase. Can anybody tell how to do it? Question you understood, no? Write a program to take input a string for lower case and display the string in uppercase. You understood the question or not? So there should be a program. It's a program actually. Let me type a small letter college. This is my input actually. Okay, from keyboard. You might give from keyboard. On the monitor, what I'm supposed to see on the monitor? Is it clear? Everybody is following or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you think over, I'll give 2 minutes. I don't know how many of you really have a pen and paper with you, or some of you simply join in mobile and maybe you are doing some other work. If at all you have a pen and paper, I'll give it 2 minutes to all of you. Tell me the logic of no, this particular program. Do it fast. Exactly 2 minutes, not more than that. In my, I think you can say 11:51. So 11:53, I will ask all of you. Do it fast. Write a program to take input a string of lowercase and display the string in the uppercase. Yes, anybody completed? The logic for it? Respond. So can anybody tell what is the data type I'm supposed to declare to read the string? I hope I am audible to all of you, okay? At
Yes,
least
sir.
the questions, what I'm asking you respond. What is the data type I'm supposed to declare to read the string?
Char, sir.
Char, sir.
Char followed by?
Yes.
Char.
Array,
You tell
sir.
me complete statement.
Character array.
Character array, very good. So like that I want. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, next. To have a clarity, we are asking the users, right? Enter any string of lowercase. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Then what I'm supposed to use? After you are asking the user to print any string, what is the function I'm supposed to use here?
Gets.
Testing.
Sorry? Yeah, getS function, not scanf, okay? Then what is the parameter I should pass here?
A, sir.
Simply A or ampersand A.
Only A, sir.
Very good. After that, after that. So generally when you want to process the array, thumb rule, right? Try to remember. To process an array, 99% of the time, loop must be used. You understood? Only 1% there is a possibility of without loops, but 99% you are supposed to use the loops to process the array. Yes or no? Try to remember this. This is more, I'm just giving triple or 4 stars. Stars are important for this statement you remember. To process an array, always loops must be used. So to make use of the loops, I need to declare one more data type. Which data type it is?
Int, sir.
Int I, isn't it? Okay, so which one I should use now? While or for loop? Which one is correct? Respond. Which one I should use? For loop or while loop?
For, sir.
Why for?
Because array is of size 20, sir.
But the input what I'm going to give is uncertain, no? The maximum length is 20, but the input what I'm going to type need not to be 20, right or not?
Sir, we can terminate it by using null character.
No, that is fine. I told already. Appropriate one I'm telling. In every for loop can be replaced by while loop. Every while loop can be replaced by for loop. But appropriate thing you must tell. Can I say while loop?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
So in that case, you should initialize I equal to 0 initially. Okay, then while a of I not equal to, what should I write? What should I write?
0, sir.
0, null character, not 0. Okay. Then what I'm supposed to do? A of I is equal to, see, small a to small z. What is the ASCII values? 97 to 122. Capital A to capital Z. What is the values? 65 to 90. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So if small a is given 97, how much you need to make it? 65, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So how much number I should perform subtraction from 97?
32.
32. So can I write A of I is equal to A of I minus 32. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Then simply close the bracket. Then I plus plus, right? I think in this only I should write I plus plus. Is it okay? Is it clear or not? You respond.
Yes.
Okay, then which function is supposed to use for printing the output? Anything is okay, printf or puts. So, but I'm using puts because already we are familiar with this. Then maybe return 0. Okay, let me explain this program now. So till declaration it is okay. Hash include stdio.h, hash include string.h. String or string you can use getS, and this one will be available in string.h. So here I is equal to 0. A memory is created of a 4 bytes, initialized with a 0, and the name is I, already I gave. Then you have an array of total 20, 0 to 19, with our name is A. So everything is a garbage. Then user is going, printf is going to be executed, enter any string of lowercase, then gets function is executed, then you can get some blank screen. Suppose I'm executing university in a small letters. University is enter basically. I'm typing an enter. Then in this particular garbage is going to be updated by university. Let me complete it in a clear way. UNIVERSITY /n. You might have some more characters. Maybe this is 0. Maybe this is 19. Yes or no? Maybe 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So length of university is 9, including null, it will be 10 characters. So this is what is going to be updated in the array of characters. So remaining 10 characters will be garbage or unused. Garbage or unused. Anything is okay. Then I'm going into while loop. A of I, where I is equal to 0, right? So A of 0. What is A of 0 here? U, isn't it? So U is not equal to null character. Is it true or false? Tell me. U is not equal to null character. True or false?
True.
True, right? When it comes here, A of I is equal to U minus 32. So U is replaced by how much value? If that is equal to 122, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. So how much it will be? It will be 121. This will be U, V, W, X, no. It will be 120. It will be 119. It will be 118. Yes or no? 118 minus 32. How much it will be? How much it will be? 6, 11 minus 3. 86, right? If 90 is a Z, small z, sorry, capital Z, 86 will be how much? 90, 89, 88, 87, 86. So this is capital Z. Something, yeah, I made a mistake.
Yes, sir. W. You missed W.
Acha, missed W. So it should be 117, right?
Yes, sir.
So in that case, it will be 85. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So then how much it will be? Capital Z, capital Y, capital X, capital W, no, UVW, right? Yeah, correct. This is V, this is capital U, correct or not?
Yes, sir.
So I think this will be overwritten by how much? Capital U, yes or no? Then I plus plus, I becomes 1. That will go back. A of 1, what is A of 1? N, which is small n, right? Small n is not equal to null character, true or false?
True, sir.
True, it will come here again. Again, same thing. Small n minus 32 will give you a capital N. Agreed or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then it will be overwritten by capital N. How long it will continue? How long it will continue?
Until we get a null character.
Until Y. So null character is going to be updated or it remains null character only? As per the logic, the null character is going to be updated or it remains null only after the end of the loop?
Remains null only, sir.
Remains null, sir.
Yeah, remains null means when you apply the puts function of the same array, what is the output you are going to get? University in a capital letters, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, now. So you have done so much of work to convert your lowercase to the uppercase. So some more character function just I wanted to add here. Till 10 I have given, no additional 2 things I'm trying to give it to you. 11th one. There is a function name called toUpper. It's a very small this one actually. Okay. For loop is required anyhow. So there is a toUpper function is there, which will convert your lowercase to uppercase. If at all given input is a lowercase, if the input itself is an uppercase, it will not convert. It will print as it is. Is it okay? So let me have some examples. toUpper, small a. What is the output? What is the output? There is nothing like true or false here. It will be modification. That is the reason I have written. No, I just wanted to write these 2 functions separately. I will write some more functions. There is one more called toLower is also there, like toUpper and toLower. It is not a logical output. It will be the conversion of the given input to other form. So toUpper indicates what is the target? Is it a lowercase or uppercase? When I say upper, toUpper.
Uppercase.
So what is the output here now?
Capital A.
Very good. So if I am giving like this, it should be capital A. What is the output? Capital A only. For capital letters, it won't do anything. Only for small case letters, it will convert. Okay? Is it clear?
Yes.
Now, because it is not a logical output, if at all you are giving other than your alphabets, it will print as it is, other than alphabets. If 7 is given, 7 only will get printed. If dollar is given, dollar only will get printed. Then if you give that string, what is the output? What is the output? If I give a string to the toUpper, what is the output? Respond fast. We are running out of time.
Error.
There's an error because the input we are expecting the character functions. No, all these are character functions. So input must be a character. It should not be a string. Okay. So this is toUpper function. So let me write it converts. It converts lowercase alphabet. I think somebody, you can mute your mic. I'm getting some noise from your end. To uppercase alphabet. It returns same character for any other character. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
The last one among the character functions which is 12th one. Similar to 2 upper, there is a function called 2 lower. So where are some examples? For here I am trying to declare some value. Then 2 lower. So what is the output? It will be simple. Capital A is given and small a will be the output. So I'm not writing the statement, that you can write for yourself. Is it clear? Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can you tell me in this program what is the change I'm supposed to do? If at all I wanted to use this 2 upper and 2 lower functions, which one is only needs to be modified? Tell me in this program which one I'm supposed to make change? Only this one, right? Will be replaced by yes or no?
Yes, sir.
That's it. Instead of if somebody doesn't know 32 or something like that, they can make use of simply the predefined function 2 upper and 2 lower. Is it clear to all of you? Respond. Okay, I'm trying to give some homework, right? It's not assignment, it's homework to all of you. First program, homework kind of thing, okay? Write a program to compare two strings. First program. Next class, I wanted you to show in your notes. I want you to switch on your videos and show your notes, okay? This is a program. Write a program to compare two strings, then test a string is palindrome or not. Test a string is palindrome. What do you mean by palindrome? Respond. What do you mean by palindrome?
Right, from both sides it's the same.
Same.
Yeah. This is the second one. Third one is display each digit in the numbers, given number, okay? Display each digit in the given number in words. Something like if input is 837, you should display what? 837. Is it okay? Display each digit in the number in words. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Next, fourth program. Convert upper to lower, lower to upper for the given entry. Upper to lower and vice versa, or lower to upper for the given string. The last one. Tomorrow only I have a class, so I want you to do this one. The last program is find the frequency count of each alphabet in the string. Each alphabet in the string. What do you mean by it? What do you mean by it? First one. Anybody? Find frequency count of each alphabet in the string. What does it mean?
How many times it repeats?
Number of times alphabet repeats.
Yeah, suppose I give an example. College is the input. What is the output? C is 1, O is 1, L is 2, E is 2, G is 1. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So this is what you are supposed to print. This must be the output. So these 5 programs I want you, because they're all related to the string operations or character operations, I just wanted you to practice, because I cannot do all in a class. It takes a lot of time. The next class will start with integer arrays and float arrays and some algorithms on the arrays. Is it okay?
Yes.
So with this, I'll just try to stop the recording first. Just hold on, I'll take your the attendance screenshots. Today is 23rd, right?
Yes, sir.